All right, next up is our weekly segment, Pick Six. It's where we pick 6 games from the upcoming slate of NFL games. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're different. Usually I'm right, he's wrong, but we'll find out every now and then he gets a couple right. Either way, this segment is brought to you by Touchdown Threads, so don't forget to head over to that way, that QR code up there somewhere. Scan that QR code and get you some gear for the 20 to go. Get you some gear for the playoffs, especially if you're a 49ers fan. Go get you one of these rally towels right here. Cheer us on to our 6th Super Bowl victory. All right, speaking of 6, let's go ahead and talk about Pick 6. I'll go first. This week, I have the 49ers beating the Ravens on Christmas night. Have the Bengals winning today against the Steelers. Have the Giants beating the Eagles also on Christmas night. Have the Browns winning. Have the Bills winning today. And I have the Miami Dolphins beating the Dallas Cowboys. Early Christmas present for all of those Cowboys fans. So, in just a second, Justin's Pick 6 is going to pop up here. But for now, if you're looking to make some money, don't bet on those teams.
Yeah. I'm going to take the Bengals too. I see you got the Bengals. I'm actually take the Buccaneers this week. And all the games I picked have some pretty serious playoff implications. I'm taking the Rams this week. I'm going to take the Lions. Also taking the Texans this week.
Taking the Rams, they already won.
Huh?
They already played Thursday.
Oh.
Of course he's taking the Rams. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Good point. This was done.
This was.
The Lions, Texans, even without CJ Stroud, I'm going Texans. And then I see also we have the Dolphins this week. So, again, there's a couple of big games in there, some serious playoff implications. I know the Bengals game has some playoff implications against Pittsburgh. That's a divisional matchup. Right now, currently, since he's in the playoffs, Pittsburgh's out of the playoffs. With a win, since these chances go way up.
Yeah. I think that's a huge game.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think the Bengals win it. I think a couple of things. Obviously, the Bengals are still playing, like you said, for their playoff lives. The Steelers are as well, but I think the Steelers understand that even if they get in the playoffs, they're not making any noise. But I think more importantly, that I'm picking the Bengals just because of all the noise surrounding the Steelers right now as far as is Mike Tomlin going to want to stay after this year? Who's the leader in the locker room? You got defensive players calling out other players on the team. Fitzpatrick last week was talking about people think just because they put on the black and gold that magic's going to happen or whatever. And then you see the receivers, Deontay Johnson and now George Pickens, on film repeatedly, just standing around, not engaging in plays, not putting out any effort. So I think it all comes to a head this week, and the Bengals take advantage of it. So.
Yeah, I think so too. George Pickens literally said when asked why he wasn't blocking, I didn't want to get hurt.
I didn't want to get hurt. Well, why are you playing football?
What is going on in Pittsburgh? Because this is definitely not.
It's not the Steelers we grew up with.
Exactly. It's not reminiscent of a Mike Tomlin coach team, for that matter. So it leaves me wondering.
Yeah.
I see you picked the Giants to beat the Eagles.
I did.
Interesting.
I did. I think that I don't think the Giants are a better team than Philly. I think Philly's just still reeling right now. They're struggling. They seemed like, and I'm sure they felt like, and their fans felt like, they had kind of figured things out and turned things around, and everything was looking like it was about to start going. And then Drew Lock came back and beat them in the fourth quarter the other night. And I'm sure that emotionally had to take a toll on them. I think I would say the press conference after the game was the first time that I've been watching Jalen Hurts that I could see. I felt, anyways, that he was expressing frustration with some of his teammates and things that they're doing and maybe some of the game planning. Usually he's pretty even keel and pretty kind of close to the vest, but I feel like he let out a little more than what he normally does, which leads me to believe there's something else going on there besides just X's and O's. But that's just my opinion. So yeah, I'm rolling with the Giants, and really here's what I'm doing. I'm putting this out into the universe because if those games happen the way that I have them right there, number one seed's locked up for the 49ers. Forget about it. Last two games don't matter. So right? We win. Eagles and Cowboys lose. We got a 2-game lead with 2 games left. It's a wrap because we have the tiebreaker. So I'm just putting it out in the universe that this is going to happen.
I like it.
That Texans pick, very interesting. I saw obviously C.J. Stroud has been ruled out. I was iffy about that game, and if he was playing, I would have picked him. But I think with him being out, it's going to be something they can't overcome. And let's be honest, he's probably the MVP of the league, no matter what the numbers say. Because if Texans didn't have him, they'd probably be in line for the number 1 pick again.
Yeah, it's very likely. Keenum didn't do too bad last week, though. I think they got that win last week, which was important for them.
Yep.
I think they find a way to win this week as well. Probably be a low scoring affair. We'll see though. It should be a good game.
Should be some good games all across the board this week. So
yeah.
I just want to say thank you to the schedulers for giving us football 3 days in a row. We appreciate
seriously.
it. All right, so that is our Pick 6 segment for Week 16. We would love to know what your thoughts are, where we're right, where we're wrong, and go ahead and throw some predictions out there for yourself. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And lastly, don't forget to head over to touchdownthreads.shop and grab yourself some gear for the rest of the season.